Giuoco piano game, main line, Giuoco Pianissimo variation. Sudden a close game that was lost by a mistake. White really outplayed black in that one. White played a bit better than black in the opening. White overpowered black in the middle game. Sharp games are frequently the result of starting with the king's pawn since it dominates the center and frees up the bishop and queen on the light squares. A typical answer is e5, which builds a position in the middle, controls d4, and frees up the queen and bishop on the dark square. The move nf3 advances the knight toward the center, engages the e5 piece in combat, and sets up a castle. nc6 defends the pawn on e5, advances the knight toward the center, and scans the d4 square. Beginning the Italian game is bc4, which immediately begins to attack the f7 pawn and get ready to castle. nf6 advances the knight and engages in an attack on the exposed e4 pawn. d3 protects the e4 pawn and the c4 bishop, and allows the dark squared bishop to develop. bc5 develops the bishop, attacks the f2 pawn and prepares castling. c3 controls the d4 square and opens the diagonal for the queen at the cost of occupying the queenside's natural developing square. The bishop will be better off as a result of this. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. By doing this, a knight moves out of its beginning square and into the action. Games Master. It is the final book action. What I would have advised is that it is ideal. A solid choice. It is excellent. Castling gets the king to a safer square, out of the center of the board, while also developing a rook. Castling kingside tends to be safer because the king is further from the center. It is good. Castling develops a rook, while also moving the king to safety. Castling to the same side of the board as the opponent tends to lead to less sharp positions as compared with opposite side castling. It is excellent. This suggests exchanging items of equivalent value. That's good. That's fine. It is good. This is not the right idea. It is an inaccuracy. This provides an equal exchange of parts. It is ideal. That's a decent move. That's good. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value. It is best. This allows the knight to control more squares. It is best. This offers an equal trade of pieces. It is good. This is an equal trade. It is best. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is ideal. That's fine. It is good. That is a logical response. It is quite good. That's a decent move. That's good. A very strong play. It is excellent. The rooks are linked by this, making it easier for them to work together in the future. That's good. There were worse moves, but also something much better. It is an inaccuracy. That's an unfortunate error. It is a mistake. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. Very precise. It is best. The best choice is this one. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is quite good. Backs off. It is ideal. On the file, the rooks are strategically doubled and forcefully combined. It is ideal. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. It is best. Recaptures. It is ideal. This exchange is fair. That's good. Recaptures. This threatens to win a knight. It is good. This makes it impossible for the adversary to capture a knight. It is ideal. This can indicate that a pawn is being attacked. It is ideal. It is a fair deal after all captures. It is ideal. Backs off. It is ideal. By posing a threat to a knight and compelling it to flee, this wins a tempo. It is ideal. This shields the knight who was attacked. It is ideal. The knight becomes more active as a result, gaining control over more of the board. It is quite good. This moves the bishop to a better location, allowing it to control more squares. This threatens to kick a queen. It is best. Although the score was nearly equal, white now has the upper hand. It is incorrect. This kicks an opposing queen. This is the only move that works. It is a great move. This move puts the queen on a safer square. It is best. That was a truly amazing move. It is brilliant. Recaptures. It is ideal. This comes in several sections. It is quite good. This allows the opponent to win a tempo by threatening a queen. It is an inaccuracy. When the queen retreats, this attack wins a tempo. It is ideal. This moves the queen to safety. It is best. This overlooks an opportunity to win a bishop. It is an inaccuracy. This misses a much better move. It is a mistake. This strikes the opponent's bishop. It is ideal. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. It is best. This divides up parts by launching multiple attacks at once. It is ideal. This defends the attacked pawn. It is good. That was a free pawn. It is excellent. This moves away from the knight in shining armor. It is ideal. What I would have advised is that. It is ideal. While not a mistake, that is also not the wisest course of action. That's good. Among the best actions. It is quite good. The pawn is now passed because it can no longer be opposed as it attempts to promote by other pieces. It is quite good. Perfectly on point. It is ideal. This moves away from the knight in shining armor. It is quite good. This moves the bishop to a more active square, making it gain scope. It is best. Sudden a close game that was lost by a mistake. White really outplayed black in that one. White played a bit better than black in the opening. White overpowered black in the middle game.